Hey, what's up guys? It's PokeGoWalking here, and today we are talking about Shadow Pokemon. Now, the first thing you probably are asking yourself is, what the heck are Shadow Pokemons? Well, that's a very good question to ask, because today we are looking at exactly what they are. Now, you probably have so many questions like, okay, where do you find a Shadow Pokemon? Where exactly do you find one? Okay, so if you're looking on my map now here in the Pokemon Go game here, you will see there's a Pokestop currently near my place that has a dark looking blue, like crazy, out of control type of Pokestop. Well, that is a Grunt Pokestop that is being controlled by the Grunts themselves. So isn't that great? So we can see that yeah, it's growing pretty wild over there. But that is basically a grunt stop. Yeah, it's they're quite common. Um, you can find them around at any time of the day, but I think usually it's after at least 9 or 10 o'clock at night. They will despawn and they won't be seen until like in the day. So that is what a shadow Pokestop looks like. And those grunts, you'll either get the female or the male every time. So yeah, that's what a shadow grunt is. Ooh, I see there's a Mega T-Tar raid. I've been really at it with raiding these bad boys because trust me, for Pokemon Go Fest, which is next weekend on the 13th and 14th of July, you do not want to miss that event, guys. That event, oh, that is my absolute favorite memorable event every year for when I play Pokemon Go. Like, literally, you just can't beat Go Fest Global or any of those events, as a matter of fact. But yeah, so that is what a shadow will look like. You just, yeah, wherever there are Pokestops around your place, just like search, head in the car, and then just drive around, and eventually you'll find one or two. So that's what it looks like. Dark blue Pokemon stop will be like acting crazy. Alright, so that's pretty like forwards to know. So let's keep going. Alright, so now we've touched on how to find a Pokestop and how to find a Rocket Grunt. What other questions would we ask? Oh, I heard apparently there's like 3 different type of bosses around. Leader Sierra, Leader Cliff, and Leader Arlo. Well, what are they? How do I find them? Well, Leader Arlo and Sierra and Cliff are your 3 main big rocket bosses. You find them in rocket balloons and Pokestops. That's like pretty much where you find them. So every day you'll get a rocket balloon which will appear up in your Pokemon Go sky 4 times a week. Sorry, not 4 times a week. 4 times a day, every day. So every 6 hours, I believe it is, where you'll have a rocket balloon spawn, and you can battle that, and it will always be a rocket grunt until you form your rocket raider. So basically, if we look here in the game, you'll have, what is it? You'll have a mysterious component. Now this basically will make up a rocket raider. Once you have battled 6 different grunts, then you can form a rocket raider, and once you have a rocket raider, that will help you find the bosses. Leader Cliff, Leader Sierra, Leader Arlo. Let's see if we have a look in the shop here. So there's a Rocket Raider. So they cost 200 Pokecoins per Rocket Raider in the shop, which is not too bad, but it's still quite pricey because Pokecoins, you know, you have to actually either grind from gyms or you have to buy them in special packs in the shop. So it's quite a grind. But if you do all 4 of your rocket balloons every single day, at all the times, so I believe it's 6 in the morning, 12 in the afternoon, 6 in the evening, and 12 at midnight. Those 4 times will get you a rocket balloon 4 times a day. And if you do that every day, one day you'll already have 4 pieces of the Rocket Raider. And then the next day you'll get the last 2. Boom. You already have 1 Rocket Raider just from a day and a half of grinding. Yeah. So in total, technically, if we do the math quickly, so 4 on Monday, 4 on Tuesday, 4 on Wednesday, 4 Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. You get 28 pieces of the Rocket Raider. Obviously you only need 6. You need 6 to form one. So if you get 28 pieces in 4 days, it's 7 days. Sorry, my mind's going blank. 7 days, you have 28 pieces. And it takes 6 to form one. So 6, 12, 18, 24. You can get 4 Rocket Raiders in 1 week, which is pretty good. And then you have I think 4 pieces left over. So then you formed 4 Rocket Raiders from 28 pieces, which is pretty sick. And that's your free way of doing it. So there you have it. It's a genius, literally. So make sure if you want to get those really good shadow Pokemon from the bosses, grind your Rocket Raiders each day, all 4 days, no, all 7 days, 4 times a day. It's pretty genius. I was actually shocked how much you can get in just grinding them out for 7 whole days. And then you don't actually spend coins because you're getting them for free 7 times a week for Rocket Raiders. It's pretty sick. And that's, oh yeah. Now let's look at our Shadowmon. We type in here, Shadow. So what's also nice about this game is that not so long ago they introduced tag system. And basically here you can have your different categories and you can find your Pokemon easily. So for example, let's say, I'm in a hurry and I need to look for my my best Hundo Pokemon. No problem. You just scroll down or scroll up to your Hundo tag. So mine is up here. And it will show, boom. Okay, you've got 14 Hundos. Yeah, 14 Hundos is crazy. In 8 years, I've gotten about 14 Hundos. So it's pretty sick. So tags also very neat. Yeah, so that's a quick, easy way to find Pokemon. Oh yeah, but we're looking for our Shadowmons. Here we go, 3-star shadows. So in my case, I'm very big into the 3-star shadows. I've also sometimes collect 2 stars, but 3-star shadows. That's all. That's gonna be amazing. So here are all my shadow Pokemon. We got Snorunt, Drifloon, Trapinch, Gothita, Pidgey, Chop, Abomasnow, Therathorn, Shuckle, blah blah blah. So you can see I have quite the collection of 3-star shadows. And these mons are actually very strong compared to normal Pokemon. People are like, huh? How is Shadow stronger than normal, but literally it's actually crazy. So let's take a look at my Hariyama, for example. Okay, so he's 90% Ivy, which is good. I got this in 2022. So I saw it was like a 3-star, so he's not bad. It probably would cost a lot more to power up, because shadows are quite more like costly, but if you're the person that is big on raids, big on big on raids, big on hunting, whatnot, this is where shadows are gonna be like the best for you. If you are a shadow hunter like me and you want yours 2 stars. Oh yeah, and then we got Zapdos. This was a steal as well. Back in 2020, July. Sure. That will be like 8 years. So Zapdos at a point came into, I think they first had a thing where you would get like special research, and you would get like legendary shadows as as the daily inbox. Yeah, that was it. And that was quite the time back then, literally. I was like, yo, this is dope. Obviously back then I was kind of a noob, and I thought maybe power up some or purify some of these Pokemon, but I'm like, now looking back, I've learned a lot, and I'm now like a very a very more knowledgeable guy with Pokemon. Shadow Pokemon, very good. Anyway, that's so Shadow Pokemon are, as you can see, very powerful, although they are more expensive to power up. But if you ever get a 3-star or 2-star, don't purify them, even if you might get that window. No, Shadow's very strong. I tell you, literally. I got this recently. This was also a pretty good one from Nita Sierra. So that is my shadows. But obviously, if I had to type in all shadows, we got quite a bit here. We got Turtwig, Ultras. I have a lot of Moltres. It's kind of crazy. Suicune as well. 2020. One of the first ever. Those were like the good old days where these were actually claimable as a gift if you did the 7-day for the free bots. 2020 was a time, bro. 2019, 2020, when they actually gave you legendary shadows for free. I mean, that was sick. I've been through it all. Pretty sick. Oh man, all of these shadows. You'll even get shinies. This was one of my best shadow shinies I think that I got so far. But Moltres, Articuno, Mewtwo was later. I remember my very first Shadow Mewtwo I got a while back. Cool. I think that was back when you still got it as... No, Lita Giovanni had Mewtwo to battle. I remember that. That was a time, bro. Those were good times. But so these are my pretty good shadows. As you can see, I'm a collector. I've got 119 shadows. It's crazy. But note, these are all like 2 stars, 3 stars. And I suppose the shinies I would obviously keep, because it's not every day you get a shadow shiny. So, So that is my shadow collection. As you can see, it's like raining right now in the game. It is also raining outside. But so now we've talked about the leaders, the grunts, what a shadow Pokestock looks like, what shadow mons look like. Now the big question is, should I purify a shadow if it's a 3-star or 2-star, or leave it as it is? That's always what people debate. I personally don't ever purify shadow mons because I'm a shadow hunter, so I know the fact that a shadow is stronger than a normal, so I do keep shadows as is. If it's a very crap shadow and I need to purify it for a task, I'll do that. But then you get the other people that are divided. You always get shadow hunters and hundo purifiers. So yeah, they'll never see eye to eye. Sad. But basically, yeah, I would literally be very against purifying a shadow if it's a really good stat, because yeah, us pros know that shadows are stronger than normal. It's a bit more expensive, but trust me, if you're a big raid person, shadow's the way to go. Yeah. So shadows definitely don't purify. Sorry. But then, as I said, you have the people who will get really, really good shadows, and what do? They purify it for the hundo. It's not a problem. I mean, I've not got any like problems with that. It's just a shame to see a really good shadow Pokemon for battles and raids go to a hundo. Yeah. I learned that the hard way, Karina. I learned that the hard way. A while back when I got a shadow swine up that I thought was crap. Let's look for my mammoth one here. I think it was this one. I got a pretty good mammoth swine a while back from purifying, and I thought it was good, but it was not good. So this one, yeah, okay, luckily this one is normal, so I got this from a raid. No, I put it in the wild. Oh. Okay, this one obviously was normal, so no problem there. My best mammoth swine yet. Powering up that bad boy. But I had one mammoth swine that I purified, and I was so dumb because, sure, the thing wasn't great, but I was like, I'm just gonna purify it. So that was sad. I was like, oof. And obviously, I also made that mistake on one of the com days a while back where I had a decent shadow Machop, and I thought, I can evolve it, I can purify it, and it will become a hundo. That's what I did. So I got a hundo Machamp from that, but it's a purified hundo Machamp, so wouldn't have been as strong as it if I had kept it as a shadow. So yeah, that is not good. So I think I have covered everything that I know about shadows today. The grunts, the leaders, the big boss, where to find them, how often to do balloons, is it worth purifying, yes or no? So yeah, that is everything you need to know about shadow mons. I think our next big topic would be major Pokemon. Now, what is a major Pokemon, you may ask? So, I think back in 2020, was it 2022? 2023? That's when I kind of stopped playing for a slight bit. That's when majors became quite a big thing. People were like going quite haywire over it. That's one of the reasons why I stopped playing. But, yeah. That is why it stopped. But, but yeah, that is the end of Shadows. If you want to find out more or want to stay hooked on our next topic, which will be Major Pokemon, stay tuned. Have an awesome rest of the day.